This is Sparta!
Hello everybody and welcome to War Thunder Xbox One X Edition. Now, this is the first video ever of this, and it's going to actually be two separate videos. I wanted to give you guys this clip here. We are in the tanks, guys. I initially wanted to play this game for the flying, and then I realized the flying is not for me at this point. Hopefully they change that. The flying that they currently have in the game is not really something that I enjoy. It's kind of like you're using a mouse, but you're on a controller. Oh, hello, Light Tank. How you doing? Pow! And welcome to War Thunder, the home of the ammo rack. That's right. I am a noob at this game. Hence the reason my tank is full of these explosives that I'll probably never use as many as I have. I have received a few tips, and one of those tips right off the bat is that I need to reduce the amount of ammo that I carry in order to limit how many ammo racks that I currently have in my vehicle. Right now, as you can see, I'm carrying like 90 rounds plus, okay? Almost 100 rounds, or maybe it is over 100 rounds. I don't, you know, math, it's a thing. I'm from the middle of nowhere. It's not my strong suit right off the top of my head. Plus, it's very, you know, pixelated at the moment because it's in low rendering, so it's a lot. There's a lot of rounds in this tank, which is a lot of things that people can hit to make you go kaboom. So, that's my first pro tip. Limit your ammo carryout to something realistic. If you've got a gun like mine, which isn't the fastest at reloading, you don't need to carry the most ammo in the world. That being said, we're about to get ourselves into a Fury situation, and if you know what I'm talking about, at the end of that movie, there's this harrowing situation where you're kind of stuck, and you're fighting everything from all around you. Yeah, that's about what's going to happen right off the bat in this game, and then we'll skip over to the real video. You can see I'm putting in good rounds. You can see I love the little cinematic in the top right to see where you hit your enemy and what damage you're doing to it, because you can actually use that to guide yourself into doing more damage and potentially killing guys if you don't kill them on the first shot. As you can see, we don't get a penetration there, and we're just using the main gun at this point. We're not really doing much with the 50 cal on top. We're just trying to get the big hit. Now, he kills my driver right here, and I'm in trouble. Luckily, I'm angled very well, and the building's giving my side pretty decent protection. And I do get the driver is unconscious, and I'm about to replace him here using one of the little crew replenishment things. So that's going to help. But I didn't notice there's a guy circling behind me, guys. This guy is circling behind me, and I don't notice. That's the beauty of this game versus World of Tanks. World of Tanks, you see that stuff coming from a mile away, and you can make whatever you got to do happen. But I don't even know. At one time, this guy's got his gun literally in my screen, and I didn't notice, okay? So don't hate on me yet. I'm a long ways from being good at this game. I'm not good at this game yet. I would like to. I would like to get better. I mean, look at that. The guy's right there. I could have seen his gun, but I'm assuming in my mind that's a friendly tank. It couldn't be an enemy. The game didn't say, hey, there's a guy behind you. So again, this game is not World of Tanks, and I like World of Tanks. I really do. I wouldn't be playing it for 4 years. There, you saw my gun was broken initially, but I was able to get it up and running just in time to put a round on that guy. We damage his track. We're trying to shoot him. This is all real time. Like, these guys are like beating the crap out of me from the front, from the sides. Everybody seems to be shooting me. Here I notice, oh, hi, how you doing, M4? A3, come here. Say hello to my new friend. Pow! And I just happened to catch his ammo rack and detonate him. That's right. Get some of that. I can't even move, guys. I'm sitting here just absolutely riddling these guys while I'm completely incapable of moving in my M4. Now, in this game, the M4 is actually better than the M4A3, and there we get another detonation on the guy, and look at the beautiful smoke and fire and death, and it's great. But that's pretty much the end of what I did good in that match, so let's move on. We're in another American tank, this time the M10 Wolverine. That's right, the big boy. Let's get this thing out into a nice field. We get lucky here. we get a point where we're going to watch the left cap. Now this is a domination victory. A lot of the games in this are domination, where they have multiple flag points. Some of them only have one, but some of them are multiple flag points where you've got to watch over a super area and try to keep guys out of it. Now I'm going to try to get myself up into the ridgeline here and just use my turret to poke over and shoot at people. It seems like a simple thing, but this is War Thunder, okay? That isn't the simplest thing in the world, because not only do you have to worry about these guys across from you shooting you, but you also have to worry about planes. That's right, people can jump in airplanes and come ruin you with bombs and guns, and it's just not preferable, okay? When you're used to just taking on tanks. Now here, I'm in my comfort zone. I'm like way back. Nobody can really, maybe they do see me. Yeah, they definitely see me, but we do get a nice hit on the drive sprocket there. Not sure it stopped him, but our guys are capping the base. And that's good, because we're going to provide overwatch. You can just see how many rounds are coming over the top of that ridgeline. That's why I didn't stick my head all the way up, because I have learned very quickly that if you give yourself up to be killed, somebody's going to oblige real quick in this game. And it is so incredibly frustrating to do everything you can. And there we get a little hit on the Stug. We hit his, it looked like his viewport. But we're just trying, and you can see there's a little white crosshair. That's what you actually have to aim. So the further you are, the further down that's going to be. It kind of helps you out in that regards. But it is a very, and it's not perfect, because that white crosshair disappears after you go beyond a certain range, which means you actually have to use your head. And that brings me to my next thing. If you're going to play this, I haven't played it since the new month. I think it finally got released fully instead of early access, so maybe now we'll have more Xbox people playing. But when you're playing against the computer guys, I don't know if they have mods that they are allowed to use on computer, but if they do, like, there are some guys pulling off some ridiculous shots. Notably on me. And here I am, the noob who knows nothing about the game, trying to learn the game and getting picked apart by guys that I can't even see. Like they're behind, way in the back, or behind a building or something, completely unable to see them, and somehow they managed to hit me through everything you can think of and smack me perfectly. And I'm like, dude, there's got to be some sort of, I don't know if it's aimbot or some sort of view mod that allows you to telescope in better. I don't know. I'm not allowed to use them on Xbox, so that kind of turned me off of this game initially. But I've been playing on Xbox only servers, and it's been a lot more enjoyable because everybody's in pretty much the same boat I am. You know, everybody's just, well, to put it into perspective, everybody has the same disadvantages. You can only see so far, you can only shoot at certain things. None of us have really played it on console because it just came out. So we all got to learn. And this is the first real match where I've just absolutely owned the enemy team from a distance. Now you can see I'm missing a lot of shots early on. This is not the best gameplay you'll ever see in War Thunder. I am missing a lot of shots, but I am trying my darndest to pull something out of this. We're just trying not to die, because this Wolverine, as you guys know, has no armor. It's thinly armored, and it is just basically in this game, because of the way I load it out with all the shells, it's a giant ammo box, and one hit anywhere seems to set this candle off. And I'm not even like exaggerating. You hit this thing in the turret, it dies. You hit it in the body, it dies. You hit it in the side, it dies. It doesn't matter where you hit this thing, it'll die. So I'm trying to keep distance, and there we get a nice shot. Finally our first kill, and just absolutely riddle the inside of his tank with a high explosive armor penetrating round. So there we hit the gun mantle, and you can see I'm going to use that a little bit and just try to adjust my aim slightly. But at this distance, even small adjustments on the aim are huge adjustments to where the round's hitting on the tank, and we're right back to destroying his gun. Luckily, that means he can't shoot me back. And so I'm just going to keep shooting down range and trying to get to a point where I can destroy this feller. because I don't want him to fix that gun and potentially ruin me. And there we go too low. We hit his track again. We've got guys crossing in the open field. I'm like, okay, I need to try to hit them, and I'm a little bit late on that shot. But again, I'm new to this game, and if you guys want to see more of War Thunder, let me know in the comments below. We'll try to get in there. We can do the boats, we can do the planes, we can do the tanks. The boats so far, I don't have anything very good in the boats, so I've literally got like a machine gun boat at this point, and it's not much fun to play because you just run around and get blasted to pieces. But the tanks are where, oh, there's a good shot right through the ammo rack on the M4. Not a bad shot at all. And you can see our tickets are depleting far less quickly than theirs, so we are winning this match. And here's where I'm trying to take shots at a guy that's very far away. I've got no way to actually use my shots to get this guy. And then this plane comes after me. And you can see he's over here, and I'm trying to use the machine gun. I don't know how you use the machine gun, but not the main gun. So you'll see my main gun firing as well. But I'm just trying to lead the aircraft and hit him with some... and then we get the kill assist because we did actually hit him with some of the machine gun fire there. So you got to stay on your toes, because I have literally been killed in a tank by a guy that has suicided himself on me in a plane. I've also been the guy that notices just in time before they hit you, and you shoot them down right before they get to you. But you can see I'm actually shooting ahead of him, and we're hitting him with the machine gun fire. So we're doing damage, and you can see he's starting to smoke, he's going down, and we get another kill assist. Thank you, Spartan, for actually getting involved in the match. Now, I don't place very highly on my team in this match. I think I played way too passively, but I did hold quite a bit of area from a distance, and my team was able to make use of that. So I did my job as a tank destroyer, as an aerial denial. So we put the round out, and again, we're just not quite where we need to be as far as accuracy and stuff, where I need to be as a player. So I'm definitely going to be trying to play this more often, especially if you guys want to see more of it. I feel like it's more of a YouTube-worthy game. You guys will get a good feel for it from like being able to see the rounds impact the tanks and what kind of damage they're doing. And we get no damage there whatsoever, even though it ricocheted off the frontal armor and went up into a machine gun port. You would have thought that would have been able to kill the guy that's looking out that port or whatever. But apparently it didn't go through. And we're only like mid-tiers right now. This goes all the way up into the Abrams and all those things. So we are in... This is obviously the tank destroyer line. You saw me earlier in the M4, which is actually better than the M4A3 and all those, or at least in my opinion, because it's got a faster... Excuse me, I had to sneeze. Anyway, it's got a faster rotating turret. Now, this thing's turret sucks. It is so slow. You cannot... hello. You just stay away from me, you big airplane meanie. Now, we see somebody's down here trying to take our base, and they succeed. So I'm coming in to finally push my way in, and just as I try to get the gun around, you can see how slow it takes to frickin' rotate here. Come on! And just as I get the gun on target, he kills it. I tuck myself in behind the building here, and I didn't want to get shot, and then we're just gonna try to use the crack of the building. Can't really see anything there, so we're going to go around it. And here's where you're going to see me struggle to maneuver this thing. At low speeds, this thing really doesn't like to turn at all. So, again, this is a lot less arcadish, more realistic as far as tank handling goes, with the exception of fast tanks. I've noticed fast tanks seem to feel like toys in this game. But with your heavier tanks, as far as like the M4s and the Wolverine here, it does feel like a tank. You can see right there that turn was a little bit goofy. So there are some things that I think they need to polish as far as that goes. I don't know if that's the way the game should handle. I'm pretty sure that tanks don't move like that. They don't slide around as much as that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys, a couple of you guys maybe are in tanks and can verify that for me. But it just doesn't seem like a way something really heavy would traverse. So a little bit of weirdness, but other than that, a pretty fun game, and you're going to get to see me finally, you know, take the Wolverine out and go hunting. Okay, we got one guy left. You can see we've got nobody left on the thing except one guy. Can I find him? Yes, I do. Aim the shot, Spartan. Pow! Right through the side, completely decimate his crew, and down he goes. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Now, the after-action reports on these are not ideal. Like I said, I did really poorly, but, you know, I'm still learning the game. I have no idea what I'm doing. So bear with me, guys, as we learn the game, and let me know if you guys want to see more. So, if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.